Somewhere in the Amazon jungle, there's a place where the elements are unbridled, and the monsters that hide there are beyond belief. The local tribes, scientists, and explorers have been whispering tales of gigantic animals living in the twisting rivers and thick forests for ages. These creatures are genuine, terrifying, and unbelievable. They are not creatures from legend. Spectacular Amazonian beasts like serpent-like predators that are as long as a school bus and apex hunters with teeth that can crush bones will make you wonder how these enormous creatures stayed hidden for all this time. With that said, come with us as we find 20 of the biggest Amazon creatures ever found. Number 20. The fascinating giant antenna. When compared to other members of its family, the enormous antenna is as big as a golden retriever. The incredible sense of smell is one of the most remarkable characteristics of the enormous antenna. The power of its nose is about 40 times greater than that of a typical person. Ant hills, which are a favorite food of its, are readily located because to this extraordinary ability. However, the enormous antenna has to exercise caution while eating, despite its enormous size and acute sense of smell. Its feeding time is limited to around 1 minute because to its susceptibility to ant bites. Although it has an element of surprise once it begins to feed, it seizes anything it can before moving on to avoid being bit. So the gigantic antenna isn't as terrifying as it first seems. Instead, it's a one-of-a-kind organism with an important place in its natural environment. Number 19. The bull shark. The extraordinary and terrifying bull shark is well known for its exceptional adaptability to many habitats. This shark is one of a kind since it can survive and even flourish in freshwater and saltwater environments. These sharks seldom inhabit coastal areas, although records show that they have ventured as far inland as 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet. They demonstrate remarkable flexibility by making their way into rivers from sources such as Lake Nicaragua. Many people think the bull shark is the most hazardous kind of shark because of its aggressive reputation. Because it preys on fish, turtles, birds, and even other sharks, it acts aggressively. Because of their erratic behavior, bull sharks pose a menace to swimmers, particularly in the shallow coastal areas where they prey. Their enormous stature only adds to their intimidating appearance. Although some bull sharks have been known to grow longer than 11 feet, the average length is more than this. They are formidable apex predators because to their robust build, which ranges from 200 to 500 pounds. The fact that bull sharks have adapted physiologically to live in freshwater ecosystems is another interesting thing about these sharks. They are able to keep their salt levels in check no matter where they go because of their unique kidneys. Number 18. The terrifying green anaconda. As the biggest and heaviest snake on Earth, the green anaconda is a really remarkable Amazonian animal. This enormous snake is a veritable behemoth, reaching lengths of more than 7 meters, 23 feet, and a weight of more than 277 kilograms, nearly 600 pounds. Interestingly, these dimensions are based on specimens that have been captured and investigated. Maybe, farther down in the Amazon, there are anacondas that are much larger and heavier that have yet to be found. Being an apex predator, the green anaconda has no natural predators and can hunt almost whatever it wants, which is what makes it so scary. Equally hideous is the way it hunts. They get their name from the fact that these serpents eat their victim entire. The anaconda just dislocates its jaws and pushes its food down, digesting it slowly over time, regardless of how much bigger the animal is than its mouth. Anaconda, if you happen to see one in the wild and observe a big protrusion in its belly, it is probably in the process of digesting its most recent prey. However, the green anaconda's remarkable hunting skills extend well beyond that. Its adaptability allows it to live in both water and on land, and it can even attack victims from trees. Number 17. The power of the black caiman. Being the most fearsome predator in the Amazonian ecology, the black caiman is able to devour any animal, including other strong predators. It is a robust crocodilian species. It may be the biggest predator in the world, but it can't be called the longest. That distinction goes to a snake we covered previously in the series. The black caiman's reputation for sporadically attacking people is what makes it so terrifying. Its thick black skin makes it blend in with the murky Amazon waters, making it almost undetectable to unwary victims as it lies in wait. This expert concealer prefers to go on hunts throughout the night, when it can be more stealthy and catch its prey off guard. The black caiman has a more subdued method of attack, in contrast to many other predators that rely on sharp teeth. As soon as it pounces, it swats its victim beneath the water to submerge it before devouring it. This hunting technique gives its already terrifying reputation a dark twist, elevating it to the status of one of the most hazardous beasts in its habitat. Number 16. The gentle giant spectacled bear. Being both large and powerful, the spectacled bear also manages to be kind and unique, making it one of the most interesting animals found in the Amazon. This bear is no little beast, reaching a weight of 220 to 440 pounds and a length of 5 to 6 feet, with a sturdy 2.5 to 3 feet at the shoulder. Its conduct belies its massive frame, revealing a placid and distinctive character that charms anybody fortunate enough to see it. The spectacled bear's remarkable adaptation to the varied and challenging Amazonian habitat is one of the things that makes it so fascinating. Wherever other bears may falter, this one flourishes. Its strong beaks and front limbs give it exceptional climbing skills, enabling it to effortlessly ascend trees in pursuit of its beloved fruits, nuts, and honey. This forest monster, the spectacled bear, is very resourceful since its nutrition is just as diverse as its surroundings. A set of pale markings around its eyes, like glasses, is one of the most endearing and distinguishing characteristics of this bear. Number 15. Jaguar. One of the most remarkable sights in the Amazon is the jaguar, the biggest feline in the Americas. This stunning cat may reach a shoulder height of around 2.3 feet and a length of 3.9 to 6.2 feet, not including the tail. Female jaguars typically weigh in about 141 pounds, while males may reach weights of 215 pounds. The jaguar is a master of stealth thanks to its powerful build and stunning coat that has lovely rosette-like patterns. It can also effortlessly blend into the speckled light and shadows of the jungle. Its dangerous prey, which includes strong creatures like peccaries, caimans, and capybaras, may have their heads crushed by this giant cat's powerful bite. As a hunter, the jaguar is absolutely unique due to its extraordinary senses. Its keen hearing and keen vision allow it to pick up on motion even in the thickest of underbrush. With its exceptional swimming capabilities and nimble movements, it can effortlessly move about on land and in water, giving it an advantage in any hunting situation. In its natural habitat, the jaguar exemplifies power and intelligence as it gracefully and powerfully governs its domain. Number 14. The incredible Amazonian giant centipede. One of the biggest insects in the planet, the Amazonian gigantic centipede is both a fascinating and terrifying monster. Amazingly, a fully grown gigantic centipede may reach a length of about 1 foot, with some accounts stating lengths of 12 inches or beyond. Being such a massive predator, it commands attention wherever it goes. In the lush and verdant environments close to the Amazon River, you may often see these centipedes scuttling over the forest floor. Because of their excellent camouflage abilities, they flourish in this verdant environment. Nighttime is when they really shine as predators, using their acute senses to track down their prey. Lizards, frogs, tiny animals, and even other insects make up the bulk of their food, demonstrating their versatility and the variety of their hunting tactics. The Amazonian gigantic centipede's unique hunting technique is one of its most fascinating features. Its terrible bite may swiftly paralyze its prey, thanks to its poisonous claws called forcipules. In addition to enslaving its victim, this venom also helps digest it by destroying its tissues. Also, these centipedes do interesting things. They can zip across their woodland habitat because to their renowned speed and agility. They are able to move and bend because their bodies are segmented, having several segments that each have 2 legs. Number 13, Candiru fish. The Candiru fish is deserving of its spot on this list due to both its existence and its notorious reputation. This actual, possibly harmful fish attaches itself to other fish via their gills and feeds on their blood. It is notorious for its parasitic habit. Candiru adults may reach a length of about 40 centimeters, 15.7 in, although they are often much smaller, making them ideal for slipping into the body of their unsuspecting hosts. The urban notion that the Candiru can infect people by swimming up the male urethra when they pee in the river is what really makes it renowned. Because of this legend, Candiru are even more terrifying than other Amazonian predators to those who love to swim in the water. There have been no verified instances of this occurring, and scientific evidence does not support the claim that a fish can swim through a pee stream to enter a human body. Despite its eerie image, the Amazon rainforest is really a stunningly beautiful and biologically diverse location that is home to some of the most fearsome and enigmatic animals on the planet. Number 12. The Amazonian manatee. Because of its enormous size and power, the Amazonian manatee is considered a real aquatic giant. With a maximum length of more than 13 feet, these incredible animals are capable of reaching lengths of 8 to 10 feet. At 800 to 1,300 pounds, they are the real deal when it comes to aquatic giants. These mild giants navigate the Amazon's twisting streams with elegance, with to their streamlined bodies, paddle-like flippers, and a wide, flattened tail. Their voracious hunger for aquatic plants is fueled by their herbivorous diet, which may reach 8% of their body weight daily. These gorgeous creatures don't have a good future, unfortunately. Humans are destroying their habitats and putting them in grave risk by entanglements with fishing gear. Further jeopardizing their existence is the specter of poaching. In order to preserve the Amazonian manatee and guarantee its survival for future generations, it is essential that we acknowledge these difficulties. Number 11. The colorful yet poisonous dart frog. The poison dart frog has a wide spectrum of eye-catching hues, from rich blues and reds to neon greens and yellows, and it could seem innocuous at first look. These frogs may not seem hazardous at first glance, but they are really among the most dangerous animals in the world. To ward off would-be predators, poison dart frogs display a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors. The vibrant colors indicate that these amphibians are not to be underestimated, since their skin contains a potent poison known as batrachotoxin. The venom from a single poison dart frog is enough to kill 10 adults with a single contact because of how powerful the toxin is. Toxins are not naturally produced by these frogs but are instead acquired from their food, which is rich in tiny arthropods like termites, ants, and others. Poison dart frogs have an interesting correlation between food and toxicity, since they may lose their poisonous characteristics in captivity after being given a new diet. Not only is the skin of these amphibians visually striking, but it is also functionally critical to their continued existence. In addition to protecting them from predators, the secretions that are secreted by these creatures make them unappealing to many other species. Number 10. Arapa. In the realm of freshwater fish, the arapa stands head and shoulders above the competition as the biggest freshwater fish in the world. Anyone fortunate enough to pull in one of these magnificent fish will really be rewarded with the term, "That's a big catch," when they reach their full size of around 3 meters, 10 feet. The arapa is a huge creature, but its extraordinary armor is what really makes it stand out. This unusual fish has a protective exterior coating of hard mineralized scales that resembles armor. Its skin is as tough as, if not stronger than plywood, thanks to a network of collagen fibers laid out in many layers under the surface. Surprisingly nimble, the arapa is able to glide gently through the water despite its great protection. The arapa is an interesting fish because, despite its aquatic habitat, it must periodically surface to breathe surface air because it needs oxygen from the air above. Because of this, it is an interesting animal to watch. The arapa is an aquatic wonder because, to its enormous size, incredible strength, and remarkable flexibility. Number 9. The majestic giant river otter. Its moniker, giant river otter, is spot on. Being the longest member of the otter family, an adult may reach a remarkable length of 1.8 meters or over 6 feet. Its muscular build is on display when it weighs 50 to 100 pounds. One of the most noticeable aspects of giant river otters is their thick, water-resistant fur, which covers their sleek bodies and helps them stay warm in their watery environments. One of the most aesthetically pleasing Amazonian animals, its dark brown fur beautifully contrasts with their characteristic creamy white patterns on the chest and neck. Additionally, their webbed feet allow them to swim elegantly across marsh, river, and lake environments. Groups of these otters, made up of a mother and her young, make up the majority of their social structure. Barks, growls, and whistles are just a few of the vocalizations they use to communicate, demonstrating their sophisticated social skills. Their lively personalities are further shown by the fact that they are clever and playful, as they are often spotted playing games with one another or sliding down riverbanks. Despite their charming social structure and amiable demeanor, huge river otters have unfortunately been subjected to several dangers throughout history. Their quality of life has taken a major hit as a result of the Amazon River basin's habitat being destroyed by pollution and deforestation. Number 8. Goliath. The Goliath bird-eater tarantula. The Goliath bird-eater tarantula is one of the most intriguing and terrifying spiders in the world, adding to the terror of jungle tarantulas. Because of its enormous size and strength, it is known as the biggest spider on Earth. With a weight of around 6.2 ounces, the Goliath bird-eater may reach a maximum body length of 13 centimeters and a leg spread of 30 centimeters, which is about the size of a dinner plate. The heaviest spider ever discovered, weighing in at almost the same weight as a small dog. Northern South American jungles, including Brazil, Guyana, and Venezuela, are home to this species. Burrowing into the dirt to await unwary prey, their muscular legs and thick, hairy bodies are an ideal adaptation to the dark, wet forest floor. Even though it has a scary moniker, the Goliath bird-eater isn't very picky about birds. The majority of its food comes from amphibians, worms, and insects, although it will also eat snakes, small rodents, and lizards if the chance presents itself. Number 7. The pink river dolphin. An intriguing Amazonian species, the Amazon River dolphin calls into question the common perception of dolphins as marine mammals. These noteworthy dolphins, whose scientific name is Inia geoffrensis, inhabit the freshwater rivers of the Amazon. In their natural habitat, they are able to display their size and grace as they reach lengths of more than 2.2 meters, 8 feet. Their distinct look distinguishes these dolphins from their marine relatives. Their ethereal allure is amplified by the fact that many of them have a stunning pinkish tint that may take you by surprise. Factors such as age and environmental circumstances might cause this brilliant coloring to seem different at different times. The true threat to these amazing creatures, however, comes not from their natural enemies, but from what we do as humans. Their populations have been drastically impacted by river pollution and the loss of their native habitats, resulting in a concerning decrease in their numbers. The good news is that these remarkable dolphins and their habitats are the focus of conservation initiatives. There is, however, much more to be done to guarantee the survival of these one-of-a-kind Amazon River dwellers and to preserve their future. The Amazon River dolphin is a symbol of the vital need to protect the world's irreplaceable flora and fauna, and it also stands as a testament to the splendor of its natural environment. Number 6. The enigmatic giant stingray. Being one of the biggest freshwater fish in the world, the enormous stingray is quite impressive, with a width of an incredible 14 feet. The enormous stingray, which is a member of the Potamotragon family, may be seen most often in the waterways of the Amazon basin and the Orinoco River system. The huge stingray is the undisputed ruler of the Amazon River's depths due to its gigantic size. It glides easily down the riverbed because to its flattened body form. Dermal denticles, which resemble small teeth, cover the stingray's skin and give them a distinctive texture that allows them to blend in with the sandy and muddy river bottoms. They use their electroreception skills to search for crustaceans, fish, and other tiny aquatic creatures, which make up the majority of their food. Their ability to sense electric fields caused by their prey's motion allows them to be successful hunters even in water with a high degree of murkiness. The interesting aspect, however, is that coming face to face with this magnificent beast is no picnic. Being very evasive, it frequently blends with its environment and seeks to stay concealed. They blend in with the riverbed bottom and are notoriously difficult to see. Number 5. Harpy eagle. A top predator in the Amazon jungle, the harpy eagle is among the world's biggest eagle species. These magnificent birds glide powerfully over the treetops with wingspans that may exceed 6 feet. When they see food, they may drop to the ground at high speeds, grabbing prey with their enormous talons before it knows what hit it. Huge talons that can apply pressure of several hundred kilos are what give the harpy eagle its terrifying reputation. They can quickly and efficiently hunt because to their superhuman strength, which enables them to swiftly break their prey's bones. Whether it's a little monkey or a sloth, the harpy eagle is a master hunter and will not spare its prey. These stunning birds are a constant presence in their habitat because to their astonishingly long lifespan of 35 years. Because of their lengthy lifespan, they continue to be a dominant predator in the Amazonian rainforest. Fear not, for humans they are more concerned with their natural prey and seldom a danger to people. In sum, the harpy eagle exemplifies the untamed essence of the Amazon jungle and is a breathtaking illustration of the might and beauty of nature. Number 4. The fearsome tyrant king leech. In the Amazonian jungle lives the tyrant king leech, a terrifying beast that is just around 3 inches long. In order to get to the rich blood under the skin, this leech pierces its victim's flesh with its enormous razor-sharp teeth, inflicting agonizing wounds in the process. Its disturbing propensity to feed on vulnerable areas of animals, including as their eyes, genitalia, and rectum, makes this leech one of the most unnerving parasites seen in nature. After a tyrant king leech has attached itself to its victim, it may stay there for weeks, eating its way to a greater size as it feeds on its blood. What makes these leeches unique is their extraordinary capacity to absorb blood, which allows them to go for long periods of time on only one meal. As a matter of fact, they may spend months without eating following a large meal. Tyrant king leeches have developed a number of modifications that enable them to be effective predators, along with their disturbing eating habits. They are able to discover entrance sites inside their hosts because their bodies are flexible and can squeeze into tiny areas. In addition, they have an acute sense of smell that they use to find nearby prey. Number 3. The electric eel. Although it looks and acts like an eel, this intriguing species is really very different. It is a member of the knifefish family and is native to the freshwater rivers of South America's Amazon and Orinoco basins. The electric eel is a versatile fish that does well in a wide range of environments, from swamps to slow-moving rivers and floodplains. The capacity to produce electricity via specialized organs inside the body is what actually sets this animal apart. A variety of electric discharges may be generated by the electric eel's 3 sets of electrolytes, which are essentially specialized cells. In order to move through murky waters and communicate with other eels, the electric eel employs low-voltage pulses, which are like electric signals seeing its surroundings. A few moments of an electric shock from an electric eel may be as severe as a stun gun, reaching a staggering 600 volts. Larger creatures are probably not going to die from this shock, but it may render fish and invertebrates helpless, making them simpler to capture. Electric eels have the capacity to shock smaller organisms, which helps them catch their prey. The electric eel's ability to repel would-be predators with a powerful electric shock demonstrates its strength as an ecological survival. Number 2. Red-bellied piranhas. While it's true that red-bellied piranhas have formidable fangs and a voracious appetite, the truth is far more nuanced. These fish are omnivores, which means they eat a variety of foods despite their fearsome predatory nature. They are able to adapt to the varied Amazonian environment because they eat both meat and plant components. Contrary to popular belief, red-bellied piranhas are not predators but rather scavengers, much like aquatic vultures. Because they feed on decaying matter, they play an essential role in the natural decay process. Many people don't realize that piranhas have a scavenging activity that helps maintain the rivers clean. They aren't vicious predators, but rather an integral part of nature's housekeeping team. Piranhas, contrary to common assumption, do not often hunt in big groups but rather congregate in schools, mainly to ward against their own predators. Piranhas are overly terrifying, yet they should still be handled with care. By debunking common misconceptions about these fish, we may get a more nuanced understanding of their behavior. The red-bellied piranhas are an integral part of the Amazon River's diverse ecology, and their scavenging habits help us understand their significance. It is crucial to recognize the ecological significance of these fascinating species rather than fixating on their terrifying reputation. Number 1. The remarkable tapir. Tapirs are intriguing creatures that stand out due to their strong and muscular physique. Despite only reaching a maximum length of 6.5 feet, these magnificent beings stand at a shoulder height of around 3 feet. Also, they aren't exactly little. In fact, they may weigh anywhere from 500 to 900 pounds, making them huge. These creatures know how to command attention wherever they go with elegance and precision. Their one-of-a-kind look is one thing that sets them apart. Tapirs have a distinctive appearance due to their barrel-shaped bodies and short, trunk-like snouts. They may nibble on leaves and other flora that other herbivores have a hard time getting to because of their uniquely shaped snouts. Their function within the ecosystem is the most interesting part. Tapirs are like forest gardeners, in that they help spread seeds by passing them on to other animals after eating a variety of fruits. In order to increase plant variety and development, this natural mechanism is critical for dispersing seeds over the jungle. By doing so, tapirs make a substantial contribution to their habitats and aid in preserving the rainforest's fragile equilibrium. Their distinct behaviors and adaptations establish them as integral components of their natural ecosystems, underscoring the significance of the interdependencies in the natural world. When you looked at these creatures, which one did you fear the most? Post your views and ideas down here.